explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from way back then.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. This defense, of course, well aware of what Todd Gurley can do from his days in the NFC West. They had to game plan ways to stop him for 5 years as a member of the St. Louis and then later the L.A. Rams. Gurley again here on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The 39-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
This is Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
First down, Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They run it with Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 15 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
It's a pickup.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check. Here we go. 50-50. Mikey, 4, down, go!
From the 38, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Gurley. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Falcons 0.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 13.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Gurley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 21, Todd Gurley.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action with Wilson. And got his man complete. The 20,
You know they pay me
10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to number 14.
DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Falcons nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Mike 50. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
At the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wilson.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 96 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down now, it's Carson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Wilson. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal, Seattle.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Early, the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Cherry.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Wilson's pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
First and 10.
He says out at the 8-yard line.
8-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters...
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On first down, it's Carson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run again with Carson, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
It brings up 4th down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They run for it with Carson and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. They'll get neat. Neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
By Bobby Wagner. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard, Ryan escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Right there, 54, right there, 54. Hey, 59, ready. Watch the boot, watch the boot.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Smith, his first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. On the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look,
I got me.
Hit one and be some, you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face.